What's going on, you guys? It's the Demigod back on Demigod ENT, and today I'm bringing you another reaction video. So today we have something new out of Shadow and Bone that's dropping on Netflix. A very hyped release, I must say. I could tell due to how great my videos on it have been doing. You can go check out my official trailer reaction for the Shadow and Bone. Right, boom, right there. It did very well on the channel, so go watch that once you're done watching this, or vice versa. Either way, doesn't matter to me. Now, today what we have is the Shadow and Bone building the world, so I'm guessing we're gonna see how they're managed to do the world building for all the mythos and everything that's going on in this show. I'm not familiar with the mythos, however, y'all have been telling me about it and letting me know about that, so I do appreciate that. But anyway, we're about to check out what they have for us, man. So let's see what they got for us. We're about to watch this together. Let's get into this. Let's go.
The shadow fold. A scar on the map. That tore our country in two.
Okay, looks like we are getting another trailer here. Okay, you know, that right there reminds me heavily. Okay, we're getting some talk from the actors and directors, but that right there reminded me heavily of when the Black Panther, or exactly how you enter Wakanda when you fly through the thing. It looks like it's not there, right?
The characters of Six of Crows, and we've brought them together in this really extraordinary way.
Okay. Building the world. All right, I guess I was right about it. Getting some world building.
Shadow and Bone takes place in a world very much inspired by Tsarist Russia of the early 1800s. And
Okay.
this country, Ravka, has been torn into by a swath of darkness called the Shadow Fold.
This is very good because, you know, they're enlightening us here for those who aren't already familiar.
And these borders are constantly shifting depending on who is winning or losing a war.
Hmm.
In the Ravkan First Army,
we find our heroine, Alina, and her best friend, Mal. They
Now it's
are
looking like this is a
big
series,
ones of
right?
the First Army that feel a lot like cannon fodder.
When did you get in?
Yesterday. Everyone's getting new assignments.
They've been through everything together, both brought up in the same orphanage, and they're both in the army.
Their relationship is so true and earnest. They really, really do care about each other.
I really like the costume design inside this so far.
Ravka has really failed to industrialize, so they're not going to win this fight in the long term. But the thing that has kept them safe is not the First Army, but the Second Army.
Now that's what I'm interested in here, is the use of what appears to be magic.
Unique powers.
there are three principal orders of the Grisha: the
Okay.
Etherealki, the Materialki, and the Corporalki.
The Etherealki are summoners who essentially can manipulate the elements: fire, water, air. The Materialki are fabricators, and they can manipulate physical materials and chemicals. And then you have
Okay.
the Corporalki. They can manipulate the human body itself. They can heal you or speed up or slow down your heart.
Okay, so
And then you have General Kirin,
reminds me a
commander
lot of
the
like a
second,
RPG
who is the
video
one person
game,
who can manipulate
something like
shadow
that.
and darkness
I've
and
seen
use it.
similar things to this, you know.
The western side of Ravka.
Three different kinds of
doing its
powers.
best to sustain the east with various supply runs and whatnot, but the way to get anything in or out of Ravka quite often is straight through this fold.
Crossing the fold is potentially lethal because it's not only traversing massive swaths
Potentially
of pure
lethal?
darkness, but it's darkness that's populated by these creatures, the Volcra, who most definitely want to kill and eat you.
What?
The one hope for
What the
Ravka
hell?
is a myth called the Sun Summoner. And
Why would you
whoever
ever
he or
pass
she
through
may
there?
be
Like,
has the power to
nothing could
harness
ever make me
pure
want to
sun
pass through there, and it appears that
banish the
ships
shadow
just do it
from
multiple
forever.
times throughout this.
Early in the story, Alina Starkov and Mal are attacked while crossing the fold. And
Okay.
Alina reveals a power to summon light.
She is the one. She is the
Those
sun
creatures
summoner,
look very
which is
interesting.
extraordinary.
They look good.
What this power does is put her on a collision course with some of the most powerful people in the kingdom.
I've seen him
Then we
before.
get
He looks
to
extremely
Predator,
familiar
a place
outside of
crammed
these
with
trailers.
ruthless criminals and grifters.
This is where we meet the Six of Crows, led by Kazbrecker, the rising star in the criminal underworld.
in my gang. We have Jesper, who's the sharpshooter.
Okay, we're gonna get some
Inej,
underworld. So we'll look at the top and we'll look at the bottom.
And the crows can con you in ways you will never ever know.
So this group, this gang, find out about Elena Starkov, who has just been discovered as the Sun Summoner, and so our story starts to interweave.
The prize is 1 million Kruger. Now bring me Elena Starkov.
Much in the same way that Stranger Things is always character-anchored storytelling against a backdrop of genre, Shadow and Bone is rooted against a backdrop of wonder and magic and adventure and scope.
Okay. That was an interesting comparison there to Stranger Things.
Really lovely human storylines.
They have built something that is going to feel incredibly familiar and that is so true to the heart of
They
the
did a
story,
very good job dropping
but
this.
is
This
going
was
to give the fans
genius
of
to
the
drop
series
this. Let
something
everyone in on this.
entirely new and thrilling.
Now the work begins.
Okay, so I didn't want to talk too much throughout that because I'd like to hear, you know, the things they were saying in there. I didn't want to miss it. I know some people get upset when I talk too much throughout these reactions when things like the director and the actors are talking. So I kept it at a minimum. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this featurette, man. So that was, well, it's not a featurette. I just been reacting to so many featurettes that I said that. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this behind the scenes, this building the world of Shadow and Bone. So that was the Shadow and Bone building the world, dropping on Netflix, of course. I believe it's later this month. This show does look very good. I can see why you guys are hyped for it, why it's getting so much traction and everything online, for sure. And it seems like they're really sticking to their guns here, really following the mythos to a T, really bringing this thing that is beloved by fans, I assume all over the world, to life in live action like we've seen with superheroes and things like that, except it's for more magic and, you know, obviously a book series that this is based on. So that was very good. I really appreciated getting to see this. I'm really glad that they made this video because, like I said, I needed some of y'all to explain in the comments to me exactly what all of this was about, and y'all did a good job. I do appreciate that. But this video right here was perfect because it really let me into everything I needed to know about this show going into it before I watch it, and so I could fully understand everything that we are getting here. And it's just bringing basically the casuals into the hardcore fans and kind of mixing them together. I definitely like that about this. So those are my thoughts on the Shadow and Bone building the world. Let me know what you thought about this down in the comments down below. Did they do a good job at representing it? I would assume they did. But granted, considering I'm not already in the mythos like a lot of y'all are, I wouldn't know as well as y'all did if they did a good job with this. So let me know that in the comments down below. If you don't know what I do here on Demigod ENT, I do trailer reactions, show reactions, movie reviews, movie news, and unboxing videos. So if you're interested in any of that, in the right place, man, hit subscribe, hit the like button, show this video some love. I drop multiple videos a day on this channel, so that's what you can expect out of me. And if you don't already know, I am the Demigod, the chosen one, here on Demigod ENT. And I'm out of this thing, man. I appreciate y'all for watching with me. Peace.